Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and I'm coming at you today with my Booktubeathon wrap-up. So, I had a really fun time during the Booktubeathon. I read 3 books, which was my goal. They were not just the 3 books that I set out to read, and 2 of them were audiobooks. But I still feel like 3 books in a week is pretty good for me. The first book that I read was Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. This was the Read the Last Book You Acquired challenge. I listened to this on audiobook and I absolutely loved it. I have more to say about it. I might do a different book talk video on this one. We'll see. It's a contemporary YA book. It's basically a road trip book. If you're into YA contemporary, I would definitely recommend it. The next book that I read, I also listened to on audiobook, and this was Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pierce. This was the Read Someone Else's Favorite Book challenge. This is a book that Sara Ella has been raving about for a while over on her channel. I will link to that down below. Check her out, she's awesome. And I also really enjoyed this book. It's a YA fantasy where a princess is about to get married via an arranged marriage, and she is not a fan of that. So she kind of runs away, and the prince she was supposed to marry goes after her, but also an assassin goes after her to kill her. So she meets these 2 guys, and for most of the book you don't know who the prince is or who the assassin is. I went back and forth several times on this. Ultimately, the theory that I landed on ended up being wrong. But I still really enjoyed this book, and I would recommend reading it. The audiobook was really cool as well, so if you like to listen to audiobooks, this is a good one to listen to. I don't feel like I can say much more about this book without spoiling it, but I would love to chat with you about it if you have read it. And last night I did finish Tigerlily by Jodi Lynn Anderson. Now, I thought this was going to be a sort of retelling of Peter Pan, kind of from Tigerlily's perspective. I would say it ended up being more of a reimagining of Peter Pan and Neverland. Some things were vastly different from the original Peter Pan story. Overall, I enjoyed this book. I did not love it as much as I thought I was going to, but I would recommend reading it if you are interested in Peter Pan and kind of different interpretations of the characters in Neverland. I will say I really enjoyed her writing style, and it was narrated by Tinkerbell, and I thought that was really interesting. And I really enjoyed her kind of narrative voice throughout the whole book. There were also a lot of themes of colonialism and, that kind of history that we have here in America of the Europeans sort of taking over the Native Americans. So there was some of that throughout the whole plot, and that was interesting. I mean, it was an interesting read, I will say that. And I did not finish, but I did get 1 chapter into Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card, which I'm enjoying as much as a person can be enjoying something she's read 1 chapter of. But I had hoped to read this during the Booktubeathon, and I did not get to it, so I am hoping that I will finish it shortly. Anyway, I really had fun with the Booktubeathon. It's a lot of fun watching everyone's video challenges and participating in some of the Twitter activities and Instagram. I even did a couple of video challenges myself. I had a lot of fun making my book trailer for Every Dystopian Book Ever. It was kind of a parody, as you can imagine. But I had a lot of fun with it, and I had a lot of fun making my little book tower. But yeah, I think the thing that I enjoyed most of all was just like the sense of community and how, we were all participating in this thing together and all trying to read, together. I thought that was really cool. Especially since last year I kind of just watched the Booktubeathon. It was sort of my introduction to BookTube in a way, and I didn't get to participate. So it was a lot of fun to actually get to participate this year. How about you? How did you do if you participated in the Booktubeathon? Did you meet your goal? Did you do any of the video challenges? Let me know. I would love to talk to you about it in the comments section. And until next time, thanks for watching.